Hello guys, welcome back to Patrones Mujer. I'll be sharing with you a tutorial on how to make the overall you are seeing in the picture. You can find this pattern on the magazine Patrones Infantiles number 16, and we have other great content that is to come, so hit that bell and let's get started. We'll take pen and paper to write down the materials. Once we have the pattern present from the magazine, we cut along the sand line that we'll make. These are finished patterns, which means they have 1 cm seams, hems, and cut with notches and grand lines. Let's check the pieces. These are the pieces from the back. We fuse the shoulders and the button holes on the center back. These are the bias we press in half. These are the straps for the front, and we fuse the pieces. These are the pockets and the lining. We start from the pieces from the front. We face the right and we're going to close all around. These are the front pockets. We place on the edge, we face the right, and we're going to close then around. With the help of the pattern, we're going to mark around where is going the stitch on the pieces of the front. We face the right and we sew them around. Cut the excess of the fabric. Turn the piece, and then we have to press with the iron. Face the rights of the pocket and we sew them on the mouth of the pocket. Now we press with the iron. With the help of the pattern, we press with the iron around on the pocket. This is the piece from the front. And with the help of the pattern, we're going to make a mark where is going the pocket. Then we face the rights of the front and we're going to close the center front until the curve. And we place the straps on the front. These are the pieces from the back. We're going to sew from the bottom tape until the curve. And then we're going to close the sides. We face the rights of the front and back, and we're going to close on the sides. And then the inner length. Place the pocket and pass a stitch around on the pocket. Before to place the pocket, you have to overlock all around on the pocket except the mouth of the pocket. These are the pieces from the front. This is the center front, and we start sewing from the top until the curve, because we need to leave a space without sewing, because we're going to use this for match the crochet length. Place the straps on the sides. You have to place on the notch and pass a stitch on it for hold with the front piece. These are the pieces from the back. We start sewing from the bottom tape until the curve, and also we need to leave a space without sewing because we need to match later the crochet length. We close the sides, face the right, and close the sides, and now we match the inner length and we sew them. Sew the other side of the inner length. And finish closing the crochet length. This is the other side, face the right and sew them from the top to the bottom. Continue with the lining. These are the pieces from the front and these are the pieces from the back. And also we're going to close from the bottom tape until the curve, and also with the front. And then we're going to close the sides, the inner length, and then we're going to match the crochet length. These are the pieces from the front. We start from the top until the curve. And these are the pieces from the back. We start from the bottom tape until the curve. Close the sides and the inner length. Finish closing the crochet length. When you have done this part, press with the iron the seams and open the seams of the lining. Now we're going to join the lining with the main fabric. So face the right, and we're going to introduce the lining into the main body, and we're going to match the sides and the inner length. Then we're going to pass the lining through the leg and match the other side. You have to face the right of the lining with the main fabric and match this inner length and the sides. Match the sides and the inner leg and sew them all around on the leg. Open the seams and pass a stitch on the lining. You have to pull the seams to the lining. Turn the lining and match the inner leg and the side and sew them all around. Also place the seams to the lining and pass a stitch on the lining. Then we have to press with the hem. We have to close the top part. So we face the rights, we start from the center back and match the shoulders and all around on the armhole. And match the other shoulder. And you have to turn the lining for match the other side. Match the other armhole and the other shoulder. And finish around on the neckline and the other center back. And continue sewing all around on the armhole. You have to match the sides. You have to turn the lining for match the other shoulder, and now match the shoulder and continue to all around. This is the other center back, and we finish on the other center back. Cut the excess of the fabric and cut the corners. Turn the garment and pull the corners and then press with the iron. Now we need to hold the button tape on the center back, and we're going to pass a stitch there. Match the buttonhole on the center back and pass a stitch. You don't need to face the rights of the fabric. You need to hold the lining. So we're going to pass a stitch and that's it. Then we're going to overlock and fold the button tape, face the rights and pass a stitch on it. Fold the other side of the button tape and pass a stitch on it. Then we have to cut the corners and snip for the center back and turn the piece. Pull the corners, turn their piece, and pass a stitch on the bottom tape. You have to match the bottom tape. And we have finished our overall. We place the buttons and we made the button hole. And on the center back we place the buttons and we made the button hole. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more tutorials. You can find this pattern on the magazine Patrones Infantiles number 16 and the links are below. We'll see you in another video very soon.